for sure am known at the gym as the girl with the gray hairs, but who cares? Slay. So today I want to talk about something that's been getting so much attention on my social media, which has been my gray hairs, okay? If this is the first time you've noticed my gray hair, then wow, I have done a good job at covering them up. But I decided the moment I turned 29, which was in November, that I just want to let it grow out. So I pretty much want to talk about my full-on gray hair story, gray hair journey, or the start of my gray hair journey with you, because I'm honestly very excited. I did not think I was going to start this young at just like letting it grow out. But here we are at 29 and I'm ready to just let the grays roam freely. From posting on social media, I realized people don't realize how common gray hair is. I got so many messages, oh, you're unhealthy, you're lacking this, you're lacking that, and oh, or the best one, people saying like, damn girl, you're stressed, or things like that, like, which honestly, those are probably like jokes, but you do not just get gray hairs because of stress or because you're lacking some nutrient or you're lacking something, right? So yeah, I thought it was interesting how people who do not have this experience go ahead and just say that to random people on the internet. But anyways, I want to talk about my story because like I said, so many people go through this. As you can see, I grow it. The crown, is this called the crown? I don't even know. Yeah, the crown. The crown of my head. Okay, that's like the majority. I do have some throughout, but the majority is framing my face. So I started noticing gray hairs as young as 14 years old. 14, 15. Very, very little grays here and there. And I would pluck them out and my mom would tell me, Emily, te van a crecer más, that more were gonna grow out or whatever. I don't even know if that's a real thing. So I would pluck them here and there, and then so that was in high school. Didn't really care too much about them. It wasn't that big of a deal. I could handle it. But then going into college at age 17, 18, right? I was turning 18. That was when it really just like started to come out more, and I decided to start dyeing my hair every now and then. So I would just be like dyeing my hair at my dorm room. My best friends would be dyeing my hair every once in a while. I can't remember how often I would dye it. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot remember. Maybe every couple months, few months. Different colored box dye too. I would just use like jet black or dark brown and this and that, like just so many. I was ruining my hair basically. I didn't start dyeing my hair professionally until I moved into this place, which was in 2020. So yeah, from 2012 up until 2020, I was just using box dye all the time. So you can only imagine all the different hair dye in my hair. So in 2020, I started going professionally to get my hair done, and that would be like every few months as well. Maybe like 3 months, depending, like if there was a special occasion or something. I don't even want to know how much money I have spent dyeing my hair throughout those years. And I always tried so hard to just hide the grays all the time. That's why I would always go dye it. I would just find ways of covering them up and stuff, especially being on social media. Like I don't want people to see my gray hairs. And then slowly I kind of was more chill about it and didn't care if it would show a little bit. Nobody ever called me out about it until I called myself out about it, because I felt like, okay, this is awkward. You could totally tell that I have some grays. Let me just go ahead and share that about myself. Like, I don't know, I just felt weird about it, like not addressing it for some reason. So I decided to make a video one day, kind of, I don't even know what the video was. I kind of just like pointed out the gray hairs or something. Oh yes, I was doing videos about dyeing my hair at the salon, and I would just make it like come with me to go dye my grays, and that was a way of me introducing it. Obviously a lot of people were so confused as to how I had so many gray hairs at such a young age. And then once I just shared a little bit like on my stories, I shared that video, so many people, especially women, were telling me that they have been going through the same situation since they were young, like me, or once they hit a certain age, like so many ended up like growing. There are so many people that have this gray hair problem, and I go like this with problem because I do not see that as a problem anymore. Yes, when I was younger, it's not ideal, but I don't know, I feel like sharing about it online and seeing how common it is and how my videos have actually helped other people gain a little bit of confidence with their gray hairs has been so rewarding. I'm just going to embrace it, and if these videos help other women want to embrace it, then amazing, because because at the end of the day, these grays are always going to come back. We could choose to embrace them and just let it be, or there's also other ways, which I'm going to show you little tips, tricks, whatever, little hacks that I do to cover my grays whenever I don't feel like the most confident. But in the beginning, it's like an awkward stage, you know? Ever since I shared about the grays, I have just felt so much better about it. And when I would share the videos of me going to dye my hair, people would always say, oh, it looks so good on you, like let them grow out, let them grow out. I never thought that my gray hairs looked good on me. I know it sounds bad, but it wasn't until people started telling me, girl, it actually looks good, that I started looking in the mirror and looking at my gray hairs, and I'm like, you know what, it does kind of look good. It looks pretty cool. It looks edgy, it looks different. And there are some people that do not like it, which totally fine, but the majority of the response about it has been super positive. So that was very, very helpful to just give me that boost to just stop dyeing it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not a high maintenance girly when it comes to my hair. Nails, yes, I always have to go get my nails done. I always need to go get my eyebrows done. I need to do other things, right? I love all the fun self-care, but the hair, I don't know why. I don't know. I'm trying to get better at it now that I'm obviously like going through this process. I'm also going to be getting a haircut very soon, which I'm super excited about. Yeah, now I'm trying to do more to like take care of my hair, because I just want to get rid of all of this, start fresh, let all new hair growth come in, and let these grays just do their thing. So it's really exciting because I don't know what it's gonna look like. Obviously everybody has different hair or gray hair growth. For example, like I said, mine is right here along my face, and then other people grow it directly like this, which I totally get how that would be so much more difficult to grow out, because then you'll see like the line like as you do the grow out. So I'm very aware of how lucky I am that that's not my situation. Mine is like mostly here, like a little hidden, and then I have some here and there. I don't know why it's like that, but everybody's gray hair is different. My brother now has so much grays on his beard. He's basically bald, but he has like some like stubble like hair, right? And it's gray. Like there's obviously some black, but him and I are both like very like salt and pepper hair at this point. But the reason why I have all of these grays is because it is hereditary. I got it from my dad. My dad was, I believe, like 15 years old as well when he started getting his grays. My mom told me that when they met, which I think it was when they were like 18, 19, she said, that my dad already had so many gray hairs that he would dye his hair. He would use like mascara to dye like the little grays that would come out between dyeing his hair. And then I started using mascara when my mom told me about that little hack. It's not the best, but it worked, especially for high school, because again, everything always started right here. And obviously in the beginning, I was not a fan of the whole situation, but now I love it. And most importantly, I see it as a way of me being close to my dad, since he did pass away when I was 14. As I'm older, I see things very differently, and I love to see this as something that keeps me connected to him in a way. So yeah, when people say, oh, you're unhealthy, there's something wrong with you, you're low in this, you're low in that, it's a deficiency, I'm like, no, I got it from my dad. So I was thinking about doing gray blending before I decided to just let it all grow out, but because I have so many colors in my hair, I was afraid that it wouldn't react properly. And I just, again, I'm not a high maintenance girl when it comes to my hair. I cannot be going into the salon like all the time to be doing those touch-ups, those whatever, the retouches, the bleaching my hair, things like that. I cannot. So that is why this is the best thing for me and for my lifestyle. But once I have like all virgin hair and say I decide, hey, I want to do the gray blending, or I want to do something to like make the grays like pop or look better or something, then I can do that without the risk of my hair reacting even worse because of all the hair dye, if that makes sense. But most importantly, the plan is to just let them roam free. But I wanted to share things that I do whenever I am not feeling confident and I don't want to like show these off or anything, you know? So let me show you, in case you have some grays and you want to cover them up and you're in between between dyeing your hair or you're also doing the grow out process, you know? So the first thing I like to do, like one option, is use a headband, and I need to get a thicker one. And honestly, at this point, it's not even just about that or covering the grays, because I'm pretty comfortable at this point compared to like a couple months ago. I would be doing this a lot, but now it's just like I love the style, or I love the look of a headband, you know? So one option could be a headband, bring out some dark strands out front. You know the deal. I'm not doing it perfect, but you understand. So like the thicker band would look cute, you know? So headband is one way that I like to cover them up. And then the easiest, best way is, of course, with the hat. If I'm running my errands and I don't want people staring at my gray hairs, or I also didn't do anything to my hair, then a hat is the best. And also, since it's a little chilly these days, a beanie, which honestly is my favorite. I could live in a beanie. I love it. And look at my cute sweater. It says plant hole on the bottom, like it does right here. Okay, and then if it's not the headband, the hat, or the beanie, then I like to use the L'Oreal Paris Magic Root Cover Up, which honestly gets mixed reviews, but for me it works perfectly fine. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to cover the grays right now, but I do have a video and I could put it right here where it shows me using it. What I like about this, it's a temporary gray concealer spray, okay? This is something that I would use a lot when I was just getting used to it. I feel like I'm on month 6. Yeah, I feel like it's been 6 months since I have last dyed my hair already. So the growth is slow, I get, or maybe not slow, I don't know. How has it been 6 months already? Oh my gosh. So in the beginning, as I was still getting comfortable, this is something I would use a lot, especially for the gym. For the gym, you know, like putting your hair in a ponytail. And then like all this, like I would just use the spray. No grays, but now I for sure am known at the gym as the girl with the gray hairs, but who cares? Slay. Anyways, this is really cool. It's temporary, so you just wash it off. But the only downside of this is maybe like while you put it on, like I do cover like right here so it doesn't get on my face, because sometimes there could be like little specks, but you can also get little freckles from this in case that's something you're into. But yeah, I just like cover it up, and then you can like get color on your arms, but you just wash it off really quickly and you're good to go. The only thing is like let it sit, you know, like if you touch it right away, of course going to transfer onto your fingers. I guess like sometimes I would touch my hair and maybe a little bit would go on it, but it's not that bad. And once you know that you have it on, like just you're not going to be messing with your hair, you're not going to be like running your fingers through your hair. That's not the point when you have this on. And that's all I really do if I really want to cover my grays. I figured why not make this video in case you guys are going through the same thing or are debating on whether or not you want to grow out your grays. But let me tell you how many women on my Instagram and on my TikTok have decided to start growing out their grays. And I like to call us the Gana crew. And yeah, if you also have your gray hair story, your journey going on, share it in the comments. I'm sure there's so many people that are going through this. You'll be amazed. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more, and I will see you guys next time.